Welcome everyone to a great game between Arubberduckofwar as the Wood Elves versus Huhu as the Tomb Kings. This match took place on the Wasteland with a very different and uncommon battle. So here in the front line of the Tomb Kings, we'll be having 2 elite infantry with the Tomb Guard and 4 cheaper units of infantry skeleton warriors. To make up the box here today, we will have the King's Nakesh Scorpion Legion in the back with those nice poison spears and the anti-large and armor-piercing Tomb Guard halberds. A second unit here in the pocket to protect up against the range with the double Ushapti great bows, the normal in the back, and the ROR, the Chosen of the Gods, in the front. For the Lord choice today, we will have Grand Hierophant Ketep here on top of his Casket of Souls with Sandstorm, Arcane Conduit, the Incantation of the Righteous Smithing, Incantation of Protection, My Will Be Done, and the Restless Dead. For the hero support, we will have the Tomb Prince on top of a horse, here with the Tomb Strike, Curse of Jaff, and Guardian. For the last unit of range here, we will have the single entity Bone Giant, with the anti-large armor piercing and a ginormous 625 missile strength. So a nice box build here on the hill from the Tomb Kings, and quite the opposite here from the Wood Elves. 5 vanguarded units of the Dryads, 2 here on the left in the trees, and 3 over there on the right, with the extremely wide front line here from the Wood Elves. We have the 4 units of the very expensive anti-infantry war dancers, 5 units of the cheaper anti-large armor-piercing Eternal Guards, and the fast Glade Rider spears with 4 units. For the Lord choice and the support today, we will have Drycha with a couple of spells with the Rouse to Wrath, Pendulum, the Enfeebling Foe, and Mystifying Miasma. She'll also have the Fang of Tau Roth and the triple Fanatical Resolve. Here already under artillery fire straight out of the gate, we can move forward. Now there's lots of range here, and considering there's a 19 stack from the Wood Elves, they're going to be pushing onto the 14 stack on the hill here from the Tomb Kings. We're going to see quite the great rush from Arubberduckofwar. And some nice positioning early on, as we can see the triple Dryads that have been vanguarded, going to be using this hill as some good protection from missiles. Moving into the back with the Dryads, going to try and use some of these trees as well to keep hidden, but some good early targeting from the Tomb Kings. Going to be shooting up against the anti-infantry war dancers, and also trying to take care of some of the mobility range. So some of the Bone Giants, oh, that's a big hit into the flank of the Glade Riders. And it looks like here, yeah, the artillery piece is absolutely destroying the war dancers. 20% physical resistance as well will make them a little bit difficult to chop down to size here from the Tomb Guards and also the Skeleton Warriors. So getting them here from the magic ammunition from the artillery piece is very nice. On the flanks, we can see we are going to start shooting here from the Chosen of the Gods. I'm not sure if we're going to come after the Dryads or we're going to come after the Glade Riders. So it looks like the shots are going to go down. And looks like the target here is the cavalry. I think the job from the Tomb Kings is trying to remove all the mobility here. Oh, that's a gorgeous pendulum in the front there up against the Tomb Guard. That's a really nice work there from Drycha. Looks to be overcasted, destroying only 7 models surprisingly, but that health decrease was massive. But shots in the back are going to be hitting here, still up against the 4 units of the Glade Riders. They are 94 speed, so they're exceptionally fast, and there's nothing else to stop them here from the Tomb Kings. Moving forward, it looks like we are going to target here using the anti-large spears from the Eternal Guard. They're going to come after the weaker units of the Tomb Guard, try and see if they can punch through that force there, and hopefully get onto Grand Hierophant Ketep. Moving in the back, we can actually see targeting the Dryads is going to be the King's Nakesh Scorpion Legion, but in move the very fast Glade Riders. They're going to be shutting down here the Ushapti Great Bow, stopping that tremendous armor piercing from punching through. Looks like we are getting a nice Wild of the Woods here in the pocket up against the infantry, but it looks like the Chosen of the Gods are going to get compromised here from the Eternal Guard. Oh, looks like another spell here from the Pendulum coming out of Arubberduckofwar, and that's a gorgeous Pendulum. These Tomb Guard are getting absolutely destroyed here by the magic of Arubberduckofwar and the Drycha. Still shooting over the artillery piece. It looks like Huhu is really targeting these war dancers, and that's some excellent micromanagement, taking care of this elite anti-infantry. In the back, though, it looks like we do have the Eternal Guard starting to swoop in. Still fighting here as well, the Dryads up against the Skeleton Warriors, but some pockets are really starting to open up here from the Tomb Kings. 19 units up against 14 is seriously starting to pay dividends here for the Wood Elves. As you can see, they're now going to be fighting up against the Chosen of the Gods that have lost all leadership. Negative 111 leadership, breaking and shattering instantly. But it looks like we are going to have a summon of the Ushapti in the pocket. So some nice healing going around faction-wide for the Tomb Kings as well. And it looks like here when they do summon, they'll be fighting up against the double Dryads. But in the pocket here, it does look like we actually have managed to get some War Dancers in to shut down Grand Hierophant. He is going to be using the incantation of the Righteous Smithing, giving him that 40% base missile damage, and also the armor piercing missile damage, giving him 1,184 armor piercing missile damage. That's some excellent work there as well. Putting those two together as well is really, really smart. But coming in here with the anti-large and armor piercing Eternal Guards will really remove Grand Hierophant very quickly. He is going to be supported by the Tomb Prince, who is using Tomb Strike, but he is only one model. That single entity can only do so much work and kind of really can't protect Hierophant so well. But moving in is going to be the Glade Riders. They're certainly starting to wrap around all of the Tomb Kings here. I really don't think the summon here of the Shakti is going to be enough. But moving in on the front, it looks like the Tomb Guard have been wrapped around, and this is some excellent micro from the Wood Elf player. In the front, it looks like still standing is going to be the Tomb Guard, and it looks like the Curse is going to be going down here. So it looks like it's going to be very overcast there. It's going to be hitting quite a few units here in the pocket. And when Grand Hierophant does go below 50% health, he can use the Curse, which does damage combatants all around him. Ooh, a Skull Storm coming out of the pocket. Fantastic. Up against the Eternal Guard. Really doing some nice damage here in the middle. It looks like it's going to come back on itself, I think. We might be able to hit some Dryads here. Coming up against the Eternal Guards and the War Dancers as well. That was a really nice spell there from the Tomb King player. It looks like it's going to be the last movement there from Ketep as he does fall up against the massive pressure here from the Wood Elves. We are going to be having the Tomb Prince and also the Bone Giant here fighting up to the end with a little support here from the Tomb Guard. Not much left here in the pocket, and it looks like it is going to be Tomb Prince versus the World. He's going to now be fighting up against Drycha with that magic 68 melee attack, put it up to 73 now. That's some excellent work here in the middle. So we're going to be fighting here quite nicely. I love those attacks coming through with that nice purple roots coming up and really smashing into the Tomb Prince. Some lovely work there. It's like still standing strong is going to be the Bone Giant. Balance of Power is hugely in the Wood Elf favour. Coming back though is still some units of the Glade Rider Spears, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. If we do lose the Tomb Prince here, yes, that is going to be Balance of Power, and that is going to be the destruction of the Tomb Kings. So an excellent game here between these two, and a very close one at that. I thought the heal might give a massive advantage to the Tomb Kings, but some brilliant micro from Ducky really brought it through to the end. So let's go through the numbers here. So Huhu here got 334 kills, 3,260 damage value, 27,379 damage dealt. That's some seriously good work there from Ketep. 33 kills, 340 here for the Tomb Prince, with 216, 214, 120, and 265 for the Skeleton Warriors. And here from the RLR, 246 from the Scorpion Legion. 756 and 437 from the Tomb Guard. This was certainly one that got whacked early on there by that nice pendulum. And we got 540 and 300 from the Tomb Guard Halberds. From the Naishi Shopti Great Bow, 360 and 576 being shut down really early, which was nice to see, and 784 here from the Bone Giant. A brilliant win from Arubberduckofwar, 55 kills, 1,466 from Drycha, 310, 156, 167, 486, and 1,000 here from the Eternal Guards. So we've got 313, 633, 244, 160, and 436 here from the Dryads. The anti-infantry war dancers with 1,053, 622, 958, and 800 here. With also the nice Glade Riders with spears, 350, 120, 344, and 328. What a great battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. Drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. And if you are brand new here, please think about subscribing. And also drop down into my description where you can find my Discord. You can join there, post videos such as this, so you can see them on the YouTube channel. You can also see all of the single player, multiplayer, leagues, and tournaments coming forward here in the future. So I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. Take care.